And you guys probably should turn off your cameras. Don't need to have them on. I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ezel, I think a good time to tell people what you learned in this little adventure into the Gauntlet.
I need to write down the names I went up against, the particular decks. I mean, I should know them all already, but just so this is all math homework.
So basically, you face Yggdrasil, Chaos Breaker, Kagero, Link, Joker, Messiah, and Messiah. You also have faced, if I'm correct, Blue Wave.
Yep.
Yeah. And let's see.
Shadow Paladins, the Ward.
Let's see. Bluish
I
flames. Bluish flames.
I went against Messiah.
So the decks he won against were Neonectar, Messiah, and
Bermuda.
Bermuda. No, I beat you with Bermuda.
Wait, which Bermuda? BT or Harmony or
I beat you with
Duel?
Harmony. It was.
Yeah. You beat Duels?
I didn't put duos into the mix because it wasn't as great. What was it? It was... Oh, Sing Saver. Sing Saver.
Ah, that's right.
Sing Saver. Yeah. So, yeah. So Messiah, Sing Saver, and Neonectar. And the rest that the other 7 were Kagero, Genesis, Yggdrasil, Regalia, Bermuda, Harmony, Shadow, Luar, Diablo, Blue Waves, Bluish Flames, and Chaos Breaker.
Alright, so Bermuda, that was Harmony. I should have wrote this down before we started. Kagero, it was Overlord and Friends. Friends. Bluish Flames. Then
Blue Waves.
So Aqua Force.
There you go.
Wave, and then Shadows. It was the Ward. 2, 3, 4, 5. There was one more.
It's on the chat if you're looking.
Oh, okay. Oh, and Genesis. I forgot about Genesis.
Yeah. So Kimmy missed the Kagero matchup. She was there, but she.
I guess it's just GE for Genesis.
Regalia.
And Genesis.
Yeah, GENESIS. Yeah. But yeah. So.
Yeah.
So. All right. So anyone got?
Now that I have them, since I have it now written down, finally I can kind of process my thoughts and stuff about it. So, going into this little challenge, I wanted to see what adjustments I could make. Already in the first 4 games, I realized there is something I could change. I'm going to take Jeffrey out there.
Okay.
Probably going to reduce James 4 to 3. Bump Jerry up 2 to 3. I'm going to take out the spirits because they're not helping at all. I mean, they're handy at times. No. All it takes is for one person to be like, oh, Amelia has a surprise. This. Now, I think there were a lot of close games. Like, the Shadow Paladin game and the Genesis game. Those were close.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Those were too close to call. Bluish Flame, I got annihilated too quickly.
Was that Bluish or was that Blue Wave?
Yeah, I know it was Bluish, but that was because I was misplaying. I was trying to rush too early.
Oh, okay. I know with the Blue Wave that was pretty quick too. So.
Yeah, Blue Wave was really quick too. So those, let me just break it down quick. like it took under 15 minutes for those two particular games. All right, you guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my headset was just like, call ended. No. But
Ah.
Sorry
about that.
Sorry about the vibration.
See, the downside is I'm using a Bluetooth, and ever since I had to go get my phone fixed, it's been acting.
I think it's always iPhones that do that. I don't know. Could be wrong.
I hate it with a passion.
What?
Let's see the Kagero and Friends. That was an interesting match.
It
I mean,
was-
there were things I
yeah.
could have done better,
Yeah.
but I think overall, I think I played it correctly.
You did. I just
The
happened
main
to.
misplay, yeah, the main misplay in that particular game was not having another unit in the back row. Because I went for the glorious play, but he denial Griffin and Bilal my rear guards, and I only had one other rear guard behind my Vanguard, so I couldn't use glorious reigning skill, which has happened to me twice. Now that I think.
Oh.
Once at locals, and this, so it's definitely something I guess to start for.
Mm-hmm.
I think I held pretty well against Harmony.
Yeah. At that point, for those two, it was a really grindy game on who maintained better advantage. The thing with the Harmony was that I just kept drawing cards out of the wazoo, so I had like 10 cards every turn. And so it just kind of shifted back and forth a lot.
Power as I wasn't pushing for as much power as I possibly could have.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, the Bermuda one and Kagero and Friends, or Overlord and Friends, that was a really ready game. Push Flames and Blue Wave.
Did he just cut out?
Fire
A bit,
case,
okay.
quite literally, in that case. You guys still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if... Okay.
Oh, there you are. I can still hear you. Cool. Yeah, hold on. Switching things.
Okay. I'll pause it real quick then. Alright. So, what else did you figure?
I mean, like I was saying before, the unintended break. I mean, all those games were really good. I did learn a lot about my tactics. There were some combos I wish I could have gone into. Some of my strike choices could be better, but I think for what I have going on, it's fine. And just a few things that just add fix up of the deck is all, which isn't bad. Isn't bad. I do need to think about my moves a bit more clearly and think a bit more ahead. I do need to start asking my opponent how big their hand is, so this way I can properly plan what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like this experience has been an experience.
Are you?
Can I ask a question?
Are you kidding me?
No.
You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Keeping track.
Keeping track of checks is... Oh, drive checks. Your opponent's drive
Okay.
checks.
Oh, okay. All right. You guys can still hear me. Oh my god, I hate technology. I'm starting to hate technology right now.
It might be
Ezel
just your
versus
iPhone.
technology.
I no, I'm not even on my iPhone. I pulled out my Android tablet.
Okay. Your internet
Which is the
provider?
last- It probably. I hate Spectrum. I hate it. Spectrum, if you're hearing me, I hate you so much.
Frontier's a little bit better. Thank you, Frontier, for always
Well,
being there when I need you.
Well, that's what I had originally was Frontier, but then the the guy wouldn't show up when we had issues with the internet, so we
Actually,
dropped him.
no. You live in. Okay, Chronojet no longer have donuts, but you live. I mean, if I'm correct, and I'm going to say where you in that area, they technically do. Internet is the worst.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm guessing so, but whatever. I'll deal with it, whatever it is. But no, this has been a good experience. Really, I'm really surprised about the matches I won. Oh wait.
I'm pretty surprised about those three as well. Actually, one of them I wasn't as surprised. It's more of the Neo Nectar one, but the other two, wow, I was just surprised.
I mean, I do a decent job against Messiah, knowing that they'll just unlock my stuff anyway. Maybe. And so I think I'm able to better maintain against Messiah. Now that Chaos matchup, that was also a very close game, and I'm not trying to be salty. I'm really not, but that shouldn't have gone the way it should have. And you know this.
I took advantage of what you did and made it my advantage.
The main issue about the 2 tons of salt, all of that. I think my issue about it was my first stride, because usually with this deck it is going to be Mithril Ezel no matter what. I don't have an alternative. I mean, I can go to it, first stride, but I mean that kind of defeats the purpose. That's why I think when set 10 comes out, I'll pick up an extra set of Heavenly Law Gerduit just to put in here, just to have an extra first stride that isn't Mithril.
Understandable.
So it's just those 2 other strides. Everything else is fine. I didn't even get to use my other G-Guard.
Because every time you've always been using Slamy Flare.
I will always use Slamy Flare. Always.
But I have to then question then. Slamy Flare is a good G-Guard. One of the best. Not beating out a certain Gear G-Guard, because she's the actual best. But I feel like you use it too much might lead you to decking out. Because then you already have a big enough hand.
I don't always have. I don't usually have a big enough hand to handle things. It was just very fortunate that I did
2
have
times?
a decent sized hand. These
3 times?
These 3 times.
3 times.
But because golds don't have a way of recycling outside of Legion, it's very hard to get back resources.
Yeah, I know this feeling.
I probably could drop the Slimy Flare to 2 if I bumped up Horsa to 3 and Hoel to 3. Maybe I wouldn't need to worry about sending them back too much, because the main target is Crimson Lion Beast.
Right.
He's usually the main target to be sent back, unless there's a perfect guard for some reason in rear guard like there was. Then it'd be that.
I guess also we have to take into consideration that all of us who are going to Grandfest, is that we're going to have fighter collection for it.
That is true.
Let's see. Build Peak, I think, would be a really interesting stride to use in here. Raybeth, not so much. Maybe Ibrocus? Maybe having him at 1 might be a good idea. But then again, that is a Counterblast Soul Blast that I could be using for something else. But I mean, I don't think that's really an issue in this deck anymore. Because it's not really a Unite-based deck. It just has it to work to get some advantages. Um, I mean, there's so many things I wish I could say that this deck had. I mean, I want my stride bonus to Blonde Ezel.
Nope.
And it may happen this year, maybe not. I'm
Doubt
not going to count on it. It's very possible, though.
There's a chance. There's
He
always
is a
chance.
pipe dream.
I mean, at this point in
I
time,
think gonna
we
be
won't
negative
know.
for him.
At this
I think gonna be
point,
negative
we
for him.
won't know until later because, I mean...
Can I say something?
Huh? What's up?
If he gonna get that strike bonus, I want Bluish Flame to get freaking something. We need the village support.
I'll fully admit, Bluish Flames do need a bit of stuff.
But it's so decently good right now, I thought. I don't know. But on to the main thing. So,
I mean, like I was saying, I could say that I would love to have all this stuff, but the fact of the matter is, it's not here. It's not real yet. So you gotta work with what you have. And I think with what I'm working with, it's decent. It just needs to be tweaked up just a little bit.
I do technically want to face you against the decks, against my decks, to see how you fare against some of the more G standard decks that are coming out by that time. And also, I think you should face Chrono Jet too, because gears are a thing, and if you face any of our decks, you are facing at least about the ideal setup. Unless some people believe that multi-attacking is the way to live.
yeah, you got those people. Yeah.
Shots fired.
I know what you mean. But considering the fact that there's so much new stuff coming out, yeah, you do need to face a lot of the quote-unquote popular...
Meta.
Popular... Yeah, popular... That's why I say popular. I don't like saying meta, usually, if I don't have to. So the popular decks, if anything, and you'll have a good chance with the
What? Project, you're gonna face Ezel.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Well, I mean that's gonna happen in June. So when I'm out there in San Antonio, I will be getting a good dose of Deer Chronicle training.
Record that stuff too.
Oh,
we need
why do you think I bought the giant tripod?
Ezel, let's see, I've seen as May hit because I want to use the official stuff. You're gonna be facing nothing but Pale Moons.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Cool.
And then when set 10 comes out, I'm upgrading both my Neo Nectar and in this case it'd be my Shadow Paladin deck because that thing's gonna get more powerful.
I figure I need to go against Ogma.
Oh, Kumi. Also, considering training to drag, Kumi saying good night. Also, you need to face her with OTT because she's gonna have all those stuff out too.
Yeah, as soon as she gets her Battle Sister deck put together, for sure, or whatever she's gonna be using that's not Magus.
I think she has both Battle Sister and Susanoo, so
yeah,
there'll be a variety of known OTT decks that people play.
Yeah, no, it's I think the set came out today.
Today.
Yes.
Yes, it'll be today.
Oh,
I think
today. No. You have to say today of this recording.
The day of this recording.
Today of this recording.
Actually, hold on. Technically, this is like
yesterday.
1 in the morning.
Technically,
Yeah.
yesterday.
So technically,
The yesterday of.
an hour and a half ago of this recording.
Yeah, there we go.
So,
But I mean, yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, no. So like, okay, I think the ones I won. I mean, Messiah, I wasn't too worried about that much, but going up against the new Nectar deck and Thingsaver, oh my god, Thingsaver! I was like, okay, are you gonna do the thing for the Thingsaver? Are you gonna Thing Blast me, bro? It didn't happen, thankfully, and I was able to push through. So that was like, that was an underdog victory. That was.
Yeah, it was a lot of weighing the options of what was the better play, and so at the time it was like, okay, I'm gonna go for this play because it was the safer play, and so things happened, and then you were able to push back. So I couldn't, it came to that point, which was really good. So you're able to, you're able to take advantage of what happened, and it's like, okay, if you couldn't think saver me, that means there's a possibility that so and so happened or whatever. There's a lot of things that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of things happened, or could have happened.
Yeah.
Now, like, so for the games I lost, like I've already mentioned it before, the Bermuda Harmony match and Overlord and Friends, those were grindy. It was really whoever got their combo going.
Yep.
The more consistently.
The thing with the Overlord one was, you. Also,
I wasn't prepared with enough retards.
That, and then the other one was that was just a minor thing. The major thing was that you left my Nahalims on the field for 3 turns straight.
Oh, Ezel, why?
Because I wanted to put pressure on him, but I guess I
don't. No.
Yeah, because by leaving the Nahalims on the field,
He
I
was
just
able to put the pressure on you.
I just kept going 16, 16, 16 no matter what at you. And so it was like, okay, so you gave me free rear guards that didn't even need a booster, that was just gonna do free hits. And, like, it didn't look like it at the time, but it was more, I noticed that you were dropping a lot more hand than I did. And because of the Nahalims being on there.
Yeah.
But, so I guess a lot of it is just take into account what your opponent has, and if you feel that they have an important card, try to kill it if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's see. Shadow.
Again,
was
Shadows. That was a good back and forth. That really was a good back and forth, and it was very, very close.
Yeah, it was really close. It was like one a pass. So it was like whether I hit it or not. It was literally at that point. Yggdrasil was hella close because it really was if I managed to get the heals at that point or not.
Yeah.
What was it? I already said Bermuda. Blue Wave. Well, Blue Wave was Blue Wave.
I couldn't even get to stride on that one. I couldn't even get to stride. My hand was just so bad.
Yep, Tidal Assault can do that.
Yeah, I should have been going after the Tidal Assault, but no. I thought like a dum-dum. I mean, I'm not going to beat myself up over it.
You learn from it. You use it to learn, and so you next time you face it, you improve on it by, oh, okay, if I see that, I'm gonna have to try to kill it because it's gonna give him too much advantage, and I might not be able to stop it. So there's that kind of a thought process to that. Bluish Flames, well, I don't know. I don't know, like,
I think with Bluish Flames, the main thing in that game was me misplaying.
Yeah.
I was trying to rush too much, and it didn't pay off.
Nope.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
It really didn't.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew it.
I'd be insulted if you didn't.
Yeah.
I'd be insulted if you didn't.
Yep. I mean, out of all those decks, I think, yeah, at this point, just take it as you need to just see what you can do and learn from it.
I think it did good.
Well, I
Now,
mean, all of us are always good.
Like, oh no, go ahead and finish.
I was gonna say, all of us always has room for improvement, no matter what. I mean, that's why I do these fights. So.
Oh yeah. What I was gonna say was, considering I'm gonna play gold for Grandfest. No doubt in my mind. The thing is, I'm not sure if I want to try the pure Gerduit route or this route. Now, I mean, I'm still going to playtest both and figure out what I need and what I should do. I mean, the stride lineup isn't going to be that much different compared to the other, so it's not going to be that different.
Yeah. At this point, you just have to take into account what'll be the most popular at that point, and then also whether you're able to keep up with it, depending on the situation. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And again, most of this comes from playtesting, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyone got anything else to kind of put in? Whether what they saw or, yeah.
Chaosbreaker stacks.
I do not stack for
You
everyone.
stack.
For everyone who's watching this recap, I do not stack. I'm going to use.
Okay, stacking my stackers.
I'm going with the. Actually, that's not even a good route to even reference. Darn it! I was gonna use the Xi'an reference or one or the other one that the triggers just came for the randomness.
Yeah, stacker Miss Stacky.
Well, I mean, at this point, I can't even argue that because even my locals call me Stacker McStack. So. Yeah, no, I'm known for it now, so it's like, oh, okay. But yeah. Anyone else have any more to say before we kind of
Wrap it up.
wrap this up?
I think you guys are good. Ezel learned a lot. If anything, he know that he still have a long way to go.
Oh, I really do have a long way to go. I just, I mean, the main reason I wanted to do this, aside from hey, the content on the page, content on the YouTube channel, YouTube channels, is just to be able to be like, okay, I have this time, I'm gonna train. I should be doing homework. It's not too much, so. It's what Sunday night's gonna be for, is doing homework. And I wanted to see how well these new adjustments would work against other decks. And I mean, so far, I mean, all these games aside from Aquaforce and Bluish Flames, it worked. It did pretty well. I mean, Ravenhair has really proven himself to be a really good card. I mean, it is a good game-ending, well, a good finisher when comboed with the correct stride.
Yep.
I mean, and depending on the situation, I mean, either going Ravenhair to Glorious or Ravenhair to Radiant Sword, whew, it's all good.
It's a lot to take in because you never know what can happen, and pushing your opponent to 5 damage is almost equivalent to the old ultimate break stuff, and it's really threatening. So I don't know. The deck reminds me of Glendios in a sense because it's like, oh, the moment I push you to 5, you're probably gonna go for the all-in maneuver because it's a really restrictive all-in maneuver for the opponent. So it's like, oh, you got 3 PGs in hand? Do you have those G cards in hand? It's like, oh.
Can you do the thing?
Yeah. What I noticed, I will have to say that out of the 10 games when you've the timings that you Raven-haired me, if your opponent is at 2, it's a long shot for Ravenhair to work, but if your opponent is at 3 to 4, you're in a good position to Ravenhair. Because
Yeah.
3 and 4, and if you're able to do the multi swings with the Raven on that specific turn, it's really hard to guard with just ones and G guards, because then that cuts off like half of the guards that they can do usually. So, but yeah, I mean, I would say just keep it in mind whenever you go for the Raven play. Your opponent should probably be at like 3 to 4, and depending on their hand too.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it is more for the later game, but I mean,
yeah, it's threatening in mid game even. In mid game, when I was at 3 and you were at 5, you rode Raven and did the glorious turn. I was afraid, to be perfectly honest. I was like, shoot, how am I gonna guard this? Okay, I have this. Like it made me try to see what I should do at that moment. So I was like, okay, it forces your opponent to make a move that they don't want to do, which is good.
yeah.
Which is definitely good. And then if you follow up the next turn with the Gurglet, that's even more threatful after that. So that's my take.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, I think this was a really good challenge. It was a really good experience. And I think recording it was just a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I mean, again, that's not just content, but it's proof of our training. It's proof of we are trying to do better.
Yeah, and learning from it too. Learning from
our mistakes and stuff.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think it was great. I've definitely learned a lot from it. So let me just write down, like, I already have a list of all the stuff I've gone up against, but I think I just need to write down the clans in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I went up against a wide variety of clans. Wide variety.
Except none in Dark Zone.
Yeah, I didn't fight anything in Dark Zone.
Yeah, that's not my department, sadly. That's definitely not my department. I think my luck. I mean, I played a pseudo Dark Zone deck, but nah, it's not even considered Dark Zone at that point. But it's like pseudo because of the soul thing. But yeah, you do need to face a actual Dark Zone.
So I've gone up against 9 different clans.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the only one that repeated was Link Joker for Messiah and Chaos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So a total of 9
So
clans.
I've gone up against 9 clans
Out of 20 some odd clans.
out of 20.
24.
Yeah, 24. So
25 if you include Tucker and Rambu.
hey, you'll find that one person who'll play it.
One person.
You'll find that one person who'll bring it to regionals and play it. You never know. I found someone who played Spectral Duke at one point, and I was like, what? So yeah. So you do tend to find the oddball sometimes.
Yeah. Again, there were a lot of close calls, but there were also they're the same. Yeah, there were fair shares of misplays on my part as well. So, I mean, learning from that will definitely improve later. I think. Let's see. I mean, next time I have time off, I definitely want to do another. I'll essentially call it a boss rush gauntlet. Go up against the decks I lost against.
Also, if you take into account the timing of when you do it, 2 of my decks will probably be upgraded, and they're the ones that you beat too. So, like, Sing Saber was the one that you beat, and because of the Legend deck coming out, there's a chance that I am rebuilding that to where, the new stuff will give it more power.
Yeah.
So there's also that we also might have to take into account, because technically speaking, it is a different version of the deck, a very
It
different
is.
version. So
Well, then we'll go through another gauntlet of 10.
yeah, and
But
yeah.
this time, like, whatever I already won against, it will have to be kind of changed.
Yeah, if it's a deck that didn't change at that point, then it'll be out of the equation. But if the deck did upgrade by a high margin,
A considerable amount, yeah.
then yeah, you might have to replay it again, just because it's more.
Yeah, and that's fine, and then that's totally cool.
Yep.
All right, so for all those who are watching this, I hope you guys enjoyed this Gauntlet series. The emotional, just oh man, the physical and emotional toll this has been. I feel like I just spent a long day at regionals, but this was spanned out between
3 days.
like 3 days, 3 days of recording.
But hey, it was
3 days.
it was worth it. So
Yeah, I do. I agree. I just thank you so much for letting me fight you, taking the time out of your day.
oh yeah, no, that's fine. I like fighting people, no matter who it is. I like to play against them, win or lose, no matter what. Like, I'll always play my very best against anyone, and so whether I win or lose, it doesn't matter. I learn a lot from playing everyone I play, even if I win a lot. It doesn't really matter. I still learn, because sometimes playing against a certain type of deck or any deck, I still need to know what it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Scenarios come up. You never know, and it's good to play against it.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Yep. So, any last words, Asuka?
Good matches. It was interesting that the last three. It went down to the wire. So Ezel should not feel bad. He played excellent. But be honest, I have not seen Ezel fought in a long time. So seeing him using his new deck with the new stuff is interesting. Hopefully I can face against it with
Tomorrow.
Depending what time I get up. I might not make it. I may not make it. I may not make it. Otherwise, everybody played to the fullest. I know Chaos playing style, so I knew when he was freaking out. So you had him on the ropes a lot. So I can vouch for that.
Yeah. Like, I kind of felt I had him on the ropes, but it's just like, am I doing it right? Am I pushing hard enough?
There's no way you can tell, because he have a quote-unquote poke to face that you just want to punch something in the face.
Wow!
Wow. But, I mean, all in all, I think this has just been a good experience for everybody involved. And I definitely do want to do this again. Maybe not 10 next time, but 10 is a good base number.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to know that my deck works 30% of the time.
Actually,
probably more than that, though. But
face, I'm gonna probably give you a list of people you should face.
Alrighty. Well, I kind of wish I had gotten this done like earlier during spring break, so this way I could have done so.
Well, I mean, time constraints and whatnot, that can happen.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
You did it.
yeah, we managed to finish it. So at this point, we'll just have to do it another time and go from there. And yeah, so yeah, hopefully. Oh, what's up?
That's it. That's really all we can say about it. Is it's done. We did it. And if you guys out there, feel like you need to get better, well, then this is one way to do it. Get with your friends. Get with people who have a bunch of decks, and just fight. Fight.
Yeah, practicing against a variety of clans does open up your eyes on what can happen. You never know. So yeah, just keep it up, and hopefully you'll improve as well. If you guys got questions or anything, let us know in the comment section below. We'll try to answer those. Based on how
Best of our ability.
the best to our ability, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you like whatever you see. We'll try to have more content up as time dictates. So yeah, hopefully.
If you're training,
Huh?
if you're gonna train, be serious.
Yeah,
Always-
always.
Don't just play a few games. You can play a few games out of willy-nilly, but if you want to get good, and I mean get good, not get good, but actually legitimately get better, you have to be serious about it.
So with that being said, everybody, I'm the one who run the Asuka page.
I run the Chaos Breaker page.
And I'm Ezel Senpai. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I guess they're going to do the ending, but I'll see you guys in the next game.
Until then, say bye-bye.
Later, everyone.